Check, check, check. That's fine. Evening, guys. Welcome to HOR Season 12. We are round 2 at the Monaco Grand Prix. Give me 2 minutes and let me share this round and I will be with everyone. I didn't go through the teams last week. It was a bit of a rush around Britain with all of the sprint and everything going on. Evening, Parrot. Is he racing tonight? Not on the list yet. Parrot needs an invite. Maybe he is racing then. Right, 2 minutes, guys. Right, guys, I'm back and sorted. Evening, Chris. Good luck tonight, buddy. Rob said you'd have a good season, but I think you'll be all right. You have a little bit of a tendency to spin, but I think here you'll be all right. Slow enough corners. Yeah, last week was very hectic. Actually, it was quite pretty much action packed. So I didn't really have time at the beginning to go through the teams. And when I find them, I will give you guys just an insight of who's with who. Because obviously people who don't choose their cars here, you'll be alright, Chris. People who don't choose their cars here are all reserves. Steve-O's full time now. He did very well last time. He finished second on track, but he forced Jensen into a couple of time penalties, which was quite rare for me to see. And he did very well to win that, actually. Line up, here we go. So you got in the Mercedes, you'll have Chris Allen and Smalley. The Red Bull will be Pelly and Med TC. I think these are all right. Ferrari will be Ruud Gillett and Keke. McLaren will be now Kristaps and CPI Forsen. I think he's here today anyway. The Alpine is Parrot and Steve-O. The AlphaTauri is Zero and David Enchu, who I believe won't be here this evening. Evening, Stephen. What you mean he's out lapping his first quali lap or the actual main race? Where were we? So Zero and David Enchu will be in the AlphaTauri. Aston Martin will be Nick and Mr. Rage. Williams will be Rudy and Marnix. Marnix he was doing all right last week until his AI decided to take over and stay out on weird tyres when it was dry. Alfa Romeo will be Clarkey and Jay, and in the Haas you'll have Mattman and Sean Larry. So they're the teams anyway. Obviously Steve-O is I don't know if he received points. In fact, I'll go to the standings because I believe last week he was a reserve, so maybe he didn't get any points. I shall have a look quickly and go through possibly the top 10. Where are we? HOR Yeah, Stephen got points. He got 48 in the end. Keke had a great race. Driver of the day from Comms last week. And a massive improvement, I thought, from last year. The races I saw had a lot of pace there. David Enchu, he's in third. Like I said, I don't think he'll be here this evening. Fizzico was in fourth. Smalley is in fifth. Flex in sixth. J&Tech seventh. Chubby Slugs in eighth. Storm, I believe, is now replaced by Kristaps, which makes Pelly potentially ninth, and Chris is in 10th with a point, and that's all the points actually. Alpine are winning the constructors by 21, they got 61, Red Bull 40, AlphaTauri 37, Ferrari 25 and Haas 24. It looks like it's sunny as well for qualifying, which was definitely a experience, I'd probably say, from Monday's race when it was raining in qualifying. It did not feel very nice. Obviously Jensen's not here, he reserved last week, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone can stick with Steve-O. Like I said last week, he had a hell of a lot of pace, and he did very well to finish where he did. Let me put all these details on. Obviously everyone will go out on softs, seeing as the new qualifying only allows softs. Jay, I hope it does rain now. Full wets. Ah dear, brilliant. Yeah, that's all on. Who came out first anyway? It was one of those AlphaTauris. Is that Fizzico? Yeah, we'll stick on course with Fizzico while I do an audio update with the car. And I will get on to comments at the same time. Right, that needs turning down slightly. I don't do it from there. Turning down slightly. I'll get this before he starts his lap anyway. Other cars, probably that one. That might sound a bit better. As he starts his lap, I'll just check it. Just a little bit better. I'll just talk a bit louder anyway. As he goes through turn one anyway, it seemed alright. I find that you gain a lot of time just braking slightly earlier there and getting around that corner and trying to full throttle as much as you can. Keke is disqualified for blocking the pit lane. As Zero almost turned in the wall there, he just had to correct himself. I will try and get rid of some of that on the left just for now, while no one's putting a lap. It seems to cover half of the screen these days. It's good to see everyone's getting out the way though at the moment for Zero. We'll try and catch his second sector. Swimming pool's always very hard. If you take too much curb, it can throw you into that wall on the left there. Second sector of 52.9. And keep an eye on the other drivers as they come through. But this lap didn't actually look too bad. If he comes to the line now, I think it'll be a 1:11. 1:11.2 for Zero. Chris is actually on the lap as well. We'll bring up the times now. He's on an out lap, or he was on an out lap. We'll stick with him while he's coming onto his next lap. There are a few people who's coming over the line. Obviously Keke was probably staying out the way of someone who was coming up the home straight, which is very unfortunate, but it's going to be a great drive from him from there. It ain't easy starting at the back here. Taylor's just, I don't know the time because it's on the wrong one. Taylor's done a 1:13.7, 2.5 seconds off of Zero at the moment. That looked quite smooth there from Chris as well. 52.3, so he's 6/10 quicker at the moment than Stevo's just putting a 1:10.5. Who is my favourite HOR champion? Chris is going to be in the 1:10s here, 1:10.4, so he's in front of Stevo as well. That's a great lap there from Chris. You try and catch on as one of the Ferraris. You stick on with Clarky as he comes down here. We'll just sort the audio out soon. In fact, I'll put it on there for now. I need to do it through my actual headset. These guys though, they almost hit the wall there as well, Clarky, but these guys definitely do push this track in the limits. Clarky might be in a 1:10 here as well. No, he's just pushed him to 1:11.0. That's a good lap from him actually. It pushed him third. That was his second lap on that tyre. We'll go to someone who Macho's on a lap going through sector 2. I don't think the McLaren in front of him is on a lap. In fact, that's Adam, so he might be on a lap. In fact, Macho's just completely missed out the swimming pool. Adam was on the lap. In fact, he's 2.5 tenths up, going for a 53.7. So he's about a second off Chris through the 2 sectors, but he had an okay qualifying in the rain here on Monday. I think he'll do alright. He does like this track. In fact, he's going to come in the pit anyway. MedTC is going very slow. He's in the invalidated lap. We'll try and get someone who's on an out lap who hasn't done a lap near the end. Smalley, possibly. Bullard Jat's going to be the first one past the line then. And we'll flip between him and Smalley as they go on to their lap. Between each sector anyway. Jet just flipped the wall there going through the chicane. I did miss the first sector, sorry guys. In fact, he's going round, so he flipped to Smalley. Evening. Oh, is that Theon or is that Arwen? I'm not sure who that is. All right, Adam. Yeah, Adam will be all right tonight. Smalley is a 52.4 going through sectors 1 and 2, so he's on probably about a tenth or two slower than Chris at the moment. He's just come back on a lap. Clarky has DNF, so his 1:11 lap will be his time. Smalley's done a 1:10.8, puts himself third at the moment. Bullard Jat was on a slow lap. We'll see how Chris Stapps is getting on. I'm not sure if he raced Monday. I wasn't very far up the front. I don't particularly like Monaco. Stephen, if I have to answer your question, I'd probably have to say Chris Stapps just invalidated his lap there, which is a shame. I haven't seen this guy before. I will call him LFR though. We'll see how he gets on. Probably going to be in a 1:12 here though, maybe. Yeah, 1:12 flat. So he puts himself 6th at the moment, but they might be going around for another lap. Jensen's a close second because we won the Constructors title 2 out of 3 seasons, or 3 out of 4. I don't think Adams won HOR, but when he does, that might change my outlook on the league. It's a very big if though, Stephen, so don't worry, mate. Chris Stapps 19.1 through the first sector. I haven't really kept times on the first sectors. He's done very well. Bullard Jat's just DNF. That is coming out of sector 2. And on a 1:39, I apart from Teke there, I can see him starting at the back as well with that time. Chris Stapps, though, I believe he's done very well from last season. Bullard Jat's left the session, in fact. I don't know if he will need an invite back, possibly. I think that was a 54.7, so Kristaps isn't actually too far off of Chris's 2 sectors here. If he can keep this up, he'll definitely be in the 111, possibly 12. Oh, maybe not. 113.3. Rudy's on an invalidated lap. Macho's just done a 111.0, so he puts himself 5th at the moment as well. Rudy was finished. These two are on outlaps. Kelly's on an outlap. No, he's not about to start his lap. Is that Med TC's just started a lap? We'll flick to Med because a 120.8 from him isn't a respectable lap, really. If Adam could stick that on pole, I don't know, but at the moment, it looks like Chris has got a very good time there. Obviously, him and Steve will probably come back out and do another lap near the end of qualifying. NTC is he's only up by half a tenth, so I don't know where he lost his time here. We'll check his middle sector. That looked like quite a decent line there as well. He carried a lot of speed going through there. Pretty much nailed the end of sector 2. Avoids the wall going through the chicane as well. Slight bit of wheel spin coming out of that last corner, but I don't think he'll lose too much time. It could be it's a 1:10.3, so he's gone fastest by a tenth and a half. That's a good lap as well. Pelly's up by 9 seconds, so I don't think he'll improve. Adam's only up by 2.5. Chubby Slug's up by 1.6 seconds, so that will definitely put him into the 11s here. He could just sit behind 0 and 8. It's a 111.4, yeah, he's 2.5 tenths off of 0 there and 8. Yeah, Intex just did the 111.9. It's a good lap from him. Someone, I think it was Rudy, just moved up. It must have been because he's the only one on a lap there. Rudy moved up to 4th there with 1:10.8, so I don't think we'll see a 10. We might see a 109 here. Obviously, the track evolution in this game gets very, very ramped up. You can gain a lot of time here at the end. Adam's up by 4.5 tenths. That was sticking where he still is, but with 4 people out, I think he'd be happy starting anywhere. A top 10 would be nice to see though, if he can find a little bit more time. Chris is back out, we'll stick with his lap as well. Where's Steve-O on track? Steve-O's in front of him, so we'll just, in fact, Steve-O's pulled out there because of Adam behind on a lap. We'll go back to Chris. I reckon these guys could probably find it. He could probably find half a second. He's already up by almost 3 tenths as well through sector 1. Everything looked pretty clean there. I don't know if he's going to gain any time. It'll all come down to the swimming pool. These guys carry too much speed through there for me. That's pretty much spot on. He's up by 2 tenths, so he's only lost 0.7 here, 700. He's just invalidated his lap as well. It's so unlucky. Go and try and find someone who is near the end of their laps. Adam would be one, but I don't think he was going in the pit anyway. Is that Steve-O just starting a lap there? Another one, yeah, we'll flick on with Steve-O. Med TC's back out on an outlap as well. Smalley's on an outlap. Everyone's getting under that 11 mark, I would think, possibly 10th up. There is sometimes a massive field spread here, but in the race it doesn't really start until probably a quarter of the way through. everyone who's at the back kind of can just bunch up, but if someone does get into the front and starts pulling away, it's very, very hard. Oh, Steve-O's just lost his lap there. I don't think he'll finish his lap. He lost a hell of a lot of time coming out there. Smalley's on a 1:10.8. There's a Haas finishing a lap. I think that's Chris Stats. He probably will improve. Oh. No, he won't improve. So he'll probably be going for another lap. Smalley, I don't think, is on a lap. He has got a car in front of him, but Gentex is on that lap. I think that's okay there. Is MedTC on the lap though? Yes, he is. MedTC's on the lap, just behind both of them. Currently in first place. We'll see if he can try and knock off a bit more time, put some pressure under the others. With only 3 minutes left as well. How close does he get to that left-hand side? Brilliant that. Slight wobble there, but he's still a tenth up. I think that last sector looked a bit better than the last one as well. I think he was scraping the wall most last time, so. And he had a wobble coming out there, so this could be into a 109, is it? Yeah, almost. It's a 1:10 flat. What a lap. At the moment he's got 4.5 tenths over the next driver. See how Smalley can, see if he can put anything on that as well. He needs to find 9 tenths, well 8.5 at least. I think Chris has just started another lap as well. We'll flick through these people as they go through. They're just behind Smalley here. He went deep there, he almost flipped the wall. I don't know if he's going to lose some time off that line. The rest of it does seem alright though. He's on a 53, he's only up by half a tenth. That'll move him into 4th at the moment. We'll see if he can get any more time out of his last sector. The thing is, there's a big bumper down to Steve-O there. It's 3 tenths if he can find it. He's a 1:10.5, so he's only just missed off of Steve-O. He found a lot of time in that last sector then. There's a Red Bull coming next year. That might be Ned actually. I didn't think he was on another lap. No, he's not. Chris has invalidated his lap anyway. Rudy's up by a tenth. That'll stick him where he is. He needs to find another 2 at least to try and move in front of Smalley and Steve-O here. The 1:10.7. He stays where he is, but it bunches it up slightly, and he's just lost it. Luck. I don't know if he's out. Yeah, he is out. His rear tyre's off, so that's him done for this session. I don't think there was enough time for another lap to be fair. Everyone's out on track. We'll try and find who's at the front of this. Tech. I don't think he's on the lap though. With 13 seconds left, this will pretty much be the order. Unless one of these 7 cars out on track can actually improve, or 9 even. All of them. I don't think Tech will improve though, because he was quite a way down. The Alpine's the next across the line, not that one. Steve-O's a 10.5 up. That would put him at the moment into 3rd. 1:10.5. Oh, he stays where he was. He must have lost a little bit of time there. He would have jumped in front of Chris. Chris is the next one over the line. He's got an invalidated lap. Macho's right behind him. If he can improve by a little bit, he'll be the only one in that 109. In fact, he's going round, so he was not going to improve his time. There's a Haas coming up the back of that chubby slug. You know, he's pit as well. Pelly potentially is on a... No, Pelly's finished as well. Zero's going round. No one that I can see is going to improve here. So I think that is quali over. And that is quali over. We'll just wait for the timer to go down, but that's pretty much everything. And on that note, I will change the audio. So MedTC takes pole with a 110 flat. Macho gets second, 110.2. Chris gets third. Steve-O's fourth. Smalley is fifth. Rudy is sixth. Clarkey is seventh. LFR will be eighth. Zero ninth. Pelly 10th. Chubby Slug will be 11th. J&Tex 12th. OTL Roseby Adam will be 13th. Chris Stapps 14th. Taylor will be 15th. Flex 16th. Bullard Jet 17th. And Keke will be 18th. Unfortunate disqualification, but like I said at the start, it'll be very interesting to see where he can get up to with obviously getting driver of the day and a podium last week. He'll want to be trying to keep the points, especially with Steve, as he got points last week as well. So all in for a good race. Hopefully it stays dry for you guys. It looks dry, which is a good thing. I don't know which way I've turned my audio, which is a problem. We'll see how it goes anyway. Crashed inside the chicane. You do amaze me with some of your crashes where they happen. Good luck to you though tonight, buddy. It's not easy to do 39 laps around here without flicking a wall, but if you can, obviously there's a safety car issue here where it didn't come out Monday, and I think it should have a few times. So if you can kind of keep it out the wall or stick just with a yellow, just about, I think you'll be all right. But anything more than that, you'll have to box. A few will have to. I can see a few wings coming off here. Yeah, Jay, I don't know why it doesn't come out here. I mean, yeah, it'd probably be maxed by lap 6, like, well, there's 6, you can have 6 including VSCs, I think, so probably be maxed by lap 12 or 13. It'd just be wings everywhere. Unless the game just can't program in a safety car to drive that slow. But there is an issue with it round here. It does make for a good race though, because obviously if a few of the people in the front get a bit of wing damage, they then start to suffer. A few from the back will come through, and it does make for an interesting race. There's a few people here who are very, very hard to get past on a normal track, let alone on this one. Adam is a pain to overtake. Obviously, he didn't qualify up there with those guys, but most of these might even start on hards here. Some may start on a medium tyre. We'll find out now anyway. Someone started on softs. Rudy's on softs. They are. Macho and Chris Allen started on mediums. While I'm on this, I will just check my audio quickly. Yeah, that's a lot better, guys. So obviously MedTC chose the hard with probably half the field. I'll turn that down now. Number 13. He's on hards, he is. He's going straight for the hard tyre. We'll get rid of some of this that you don't need to see. Medium to hard is the strategy, or soft medium hard. I wonder if Rudy will go soft to hard. I think he was a little 2-3 tenths off of Smalley, so maybe he just wants to hold on to the back of these. If he gets a good jump off the start, he could even get him behind Chris. It's not easy to overtake here, like I said. But Macho and Chris have started on mediums. They could get a jump over MedTC here and kind of pull away. You've got J&Tex on mediums starting 12th, Chris Stapps on 14th on mediums, and Flex and Bullard Jats 16th and 17th. They're all on mediums. Like I said, Rudy is the only person on the soft compound, and everyone else is on hard. So it's going to be a very interesting race, depending on, we'll see where Rudy gets to as well. I'll hopefully be given a very nice camera angle for turn one. Hopefully people won't miss their spot. Steve-O has. He looks quite far back there as well, which won't help him against Rudy. We'll just wait for the last couple of cars to filter in towards the back. Bullard Jet still, I believe, is not in this session. His car is ghosted. Anyway, we'll go to the front. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we're off. I will stick with MedTC to see who gets there. He didn't get a great start. Macho will get past him, and in fact Chris will as well. He had a lot of wheel spin. I think Steve-O just went into the back of him as well. It's very tight going up that first corner. Side by side with Rudy, he's had a good start on that soft compound. He needed to try and get past at least one of them, and that's what he has done. MedTC lost out on 2, but I don't think he'll be too annoyed because obviously the others are on a medium compound. As you see behind Rudy and Smalley, just slight contact there. That soft tyre he's allowed to brake. He can brake a lot later. Sounded like there was a few bangs there. We've got a car ghosted. I believe that might be LFR. Yeah, it is. Chubby Slug's going side by side with JNTEX as well. They've moved up 1. Oh, and Matt Man, and I believe, or did he? Oh, they're still side by side. I did not think that was going to happen. It looked like Matt Man had just squeezed Taylor out of a little bit of room there, but they both managed to get through there side by side. 2 people can get through that swimming pool. It's a great effort from both these guys. I will check on to see if anyone needs the box. Keke's up 2. Bullard Jet isn't there, so we don't need to worry about him at the moment. Someone has boxed at Steve-O. I thought at turn 1 he just went in a bit too deep, and I think he hit the back of MedTC there. He had a bad start, but he's managed to keep it right. He's got Rudy right behind him, pressuring him on those softs, so hard to the best tyre, says Stephen. For an early, oh well, yeah, maybe not on the safety car, but ooh, a little bit wide there. I think we'll go to position change. No one's got a penalty. It's hard to get penalties here straight away anyway. Med's lost 2 as we knew. Rudy's moved up 2. Zayro's up 2. JNTEX is up 4. He had a great start, and so did Taylor. He's up 6. He did have a good start, but I didn't think it was that great. He's gone up 6 places. Mattman's up 1. LFR's down 3. Flex is up 4. It's a good start from Parrott there. Keep it going, buddy. You'll be right. In fact, he's just flipped the wall as we're on him, and I think he lost a bit of wing there. The commentator's cursed saying he's just driving all right. He's had a good start, and then he flips the wall. Adam's right behind him. Macho's on a 1:13.0. He's trying to... in fact, yes. Flex is coming into the pit, so Parrott's going to box for a new wing. Is anyone tempted to put a hard tyre on now and go to the end? I think I boxed lap 6 on Monday and tried to. It wasn't very nice, but it was close enough to get in there. There's a big gap already starting though behind these front 2, back to Meds. These hard tyre runners will come into play. It's just very hard to get the tyres warmed up within the first 2 laps probably. Lap 4, 5, 6, that time probably will start steadying out a bit. I don't know if Rude's got slight damage. He might just be sitting... the camera angles aren't brilliant when they don't show the front wing. It looked like he turned there alright anyway. No one's really... I mean, there's second gaps all over the place already. Clarkie's sitting just behind Smalley. He's doing not too bad there. Chubby Slug's got a 3-second time penalty. That is the first. And that's come within 3 laps. Rudy's boxed, so yeah. Maybe he did have a bit of damage there. He's going to get off the soft and he's going to flick that hard tyre on. There's a chance he might go to the end. It would be interesting to see. Oh, with the yellow flag picked a 1, 2 and 3. Does that mean a safety car? Because usually it would. It probably... It's LFR who's actually DNF. I can't really see where, but no, there's no safety car. Look at that. Yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. No safety car and we're off. Macho has a slight wobble, but he's already pulled a 1.2 second gap over Chris there. Medtc's not too far behind. Clarkie's... Ooh, there's a ghosted car there. Did someone just hit the wall or... Charles left. LFR's just left, so that's him done for the day. The other half, would that be Chris Stats a lap down already? His car's ghosted, so... No, his car's not ghosted, sorry. It's just when he gets too close to the blue flags, I believe he's there. We keep an eye out anyway. I know Bullard Jack isn't there, his car is ghosted at the moment. Clarkie might be making a move here. He's got a bit of pace on Smalley here. They're both on that hard tyre, but he seems to just, even going up this hill, you can see just slightly getting closer. It is the closest battle that we've got at the moment. JNTEX will be trying to get near Zayra on that medium to hard tyre as well. In fact, I think him and Taylor have moved up another couple of places there. They were up 4 and 6, they're now at 5 and 7. So they're having good races at the moment. If they can do, like I said, if you can keep out the wall, you get somewhere here. Clarkie is being frustrated here by Smalley. Smalley's just lost another, 7/10 this lap over Medtc. Stephen loves the hards. I'm not sure if it's the tyre. It probably is the tyre at the moment, where these guys are just pulling away. Chris is pretty much keeping that. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. That's a hash. That's Chris Stats, and that is a DNF. And I think that was going around the last corner as well. We'll flick on. Yeah, it was. It wasn't in the pit. He come out that last corner, and he must have just gone around and put it in the wall. Chubby Slug is boxing. He's putting on mediums. He's getting a wing change as well. So something's happened there with him. Cool. Don't. I might have to mute for 10 minutes. KK's doing all right anyway. Sticking with it. Probably will come out in front of Chubby Slug there. It's not going to be easy for Flex here, but I think if he keeps going around, like I said, he should be okay here. We'll go to the stop. So everyone from 11th down has stopped. 2 of them have gone for a hard tyre, the rest have gone for mediums, so I think they'll be doing a 2-stop on the mediums. These hards can go, and probably will go to the end, but we'll have to see near the end of the race. Clarkie again is probably the only battle here. You can already see that the Medtc, I think he's starting to close that gap on those guys. He's just taken 3/10 out of the first corner. So I don't know if Chris had an issue. Chris doesn't seem to have lost much time to Macho, a couple of tenths. So maybe just a little issue for Chris there, but no, it's coming down another tenth. I don't know, it's probably starting to even out. Medium tyres won't go off yet. We'll get rid of that on the side for you guys. If anyone wants to see or know anything anyway during this race, just let me know and I'll try and catch your comment and be as quick as possible. Stephen, you do make me laugh, buddy. In fact, Medtc's just lost 3/10 going through that last sector, so issue for issue here, or maybe it is the tyre just going through there. Smalley keeps losing a little bit of time. He's got Clarkie all over the back of him. Zayro possibly has had an issue because JMTEX has now caught up to him quite a bit, but he just flipped his back end on the wall as well. There won't be any issue there. The thing is, I mean, Rudy's in his car. He stopped And he's already catching up to the back of Bullard Jet and Adam. He's got a, what, 3 second gap back to Adam. If others pit now, you potentially put him in the lead. And I can't find it. There we go, leader. What is it, 23? It'll be tight when we get there, but the early stop may help a few of these anyway. JMTech really is all over the back of Zero there, so maybe the mediums aren't dying off yet. It's only 8 laps anyway. Or the hards haven't come into play, or Zero might have a bit of damage here. We'll try and catch his front wing, seems alright. Both end plates today, he might just have slight damage, or Jay might actually. Jay won here actually on Monday. It was a great effort from him, I think, I'm pretty sure. Clarky might have had. Right, I'm still on leader. He's not that far behind. He's only half a tenth. He's getting DRS. I mean, not exactly doing anything around here though. There is a very, very short DRS with not enough room really to overtake. If you do, it has to be pretty much spot on. Chubby Slug's ramping up the penalties for himself only actually. I think he is the only person to have one, and I think he has 6. So he's got 6 seconds. Rudy's got past Bullard Jack's go. So he's going to make a move onto Adam now. He's only half a second behind. We will stick with this. Give Adam a bit of show time as well. See what the back of his car looks like. I think if Rudy can get past Adam here, he's got 5 seconds of fresh road where he can try and dig out some time to those front guys when they box as well. He might even flick a soft on at the end, but he's got to make a move here at some point. In fact, he might be going down. He is. He's going to go inside the swimming pool speed, takes the chicane as well. That's pretty much fair. I mean, Adam probably knew that was one of the easiest places to let someone overtake, and he can carry on doing what he's doing. I mean, he's in 10th place. He's having a great race at the moment. We're only 10 laps in, but Adam is one of the people who likes to finish races, and he does. Very consistent. He had a great race. Well, actually saying that Monday wasn't consistent, but he was doing consistently well until issues happened. Oh dear. Chris is still sticking with that 1.2, 1.3 second gap. MedTC has taken 7/10 out of these guys in the last 2 laps, so he's starting to crawl his way back. Smalley's lost a bit more time. Clarkie's still right behind him. There's nothing really splitting these two at the moment. JMTech is still sitting on the back of Zayra on those mediums, so I think he'll be happy that they're pulling away from Taylor as well. Obviously Rudy's on a chart. He's taken a second out of Taylor in that last lap. He overtook Adam at this stage at the swimming pool, and he was 5 seconds behind. He's now 3.7. He is absolutely flying. Taylor did actually lose a little bit of time. He was 5.1 behind. He's now 6.7, so I don't know if he's had a slight issue. In fact, he's boxing. We'll see what tyre he puts on. I don't know if he had wing. Yeah, the wing's been brought out, so he did have an issue. He did hit the wall. That's why he lost that time to Rudy there. He's put the mediums on. I don't know if they can go to the end. We've got a yellow flag. Stevo is 15th. Something's happened there to him. Let me have a look. Did he rebox? Something's happened here. He has boxed. He boxed twice, so I don't know if he flicked his wing again, but he'll probably be going to the end on them now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, 8 laps. He boxed twice. Oh, mate. All right, yeah, I'm just a little bit far behind him. He's done that for lap 3, so I mean, he can do 36 possibly. It depends what he wants to do. It depends how quickly he can catch up. He's 9.5 seconds behind JMTech. Is Clarky going to try and make a move here? He can't get past either. Smalley is I think Smalley is holding them up, but there's nothing he can do. I mean, they're pulling away from Zero, right? Gentex is sticking with him with the DRS as well. Depending on when these medium guys box as well. I mean, MedTC's taken 1.5 seconds out of Chris, and in fact he's taken 2 seconds out of Chris, but then only 1.8 out of Macho. So he's starting to catch up. Maybe those mediums are starting to drop off slightly now. Adam doesn't need to worry about the car behind him because he's ghosted and he isn't in his car. I don't think he is. Pelly has boxed for a new wing as well. He has flicked on the... Check the tyre. It's a hard compound tyre. Try a tyre compound. I'm on tyres, Stephen. Again, oh, someone else has just got a penalty there. I think that's Chris and Pelly. They both just picked up 3-second time penalties. Yeah, they are. In fact, I don't know what happened to Chris there. He's lost another little chunk of time to Macho, and Med's caught him by another 0.6. I think every corner now. I think those mediums are starting to die off for Chris at least. Maybe not Macho as much, but definitely Chris, because Med is taking chunks of time out of him at the moment as we speak. There's a yellow flag. That is one of the... Is that Rudy? No. It's either Steve or Flex. It's not going to be Flex. Is it Flex? Possibly, yes, because he's just come into the pit. And they brought a wing out, so yes, it was Flex. He was round. And as we were just on Flex, Macho is just lap Flex, so Macho is on a big charge here, probably trying to get away from Chris to allow a bit more gap between where Med can get past. That's the thing, Med might be catching up by a second a lap now, but if he doesn't get past Chris, it won't help him on Macho, because Macho is still pulling slight tenths out. Pelly's got another 3-second time penalty. I think that takes him to 6. He's on 6 as well. Chubby Slug's DNF. I've missed that. I've missed Chubby Slug DNFing, so... The Haas boys will not be getting points today, I know that. They're both out and very, very short into the race. Chris now has to worry about Med behind him, pressuring him as well. They're losing a little bit of time to Macho. He's getting away here. But they are increasing that time on Smalley. That's gone up by another chunk. We'll see if Med tries to go for a move going up to the first corner. I don't think he's not close enough. Chris is just going to obviously sit there and try and keep him behind as much as possible before he has to pit. Taylor, when he boxed, he put the medium on, so I don't think a medium can do 3, so that would be 26 laps. I don't think it can. Some of these guys can do silly things with tyres, but I think that's a bit far. So Taylor may have to box again. He's got a big gap back to Pelly though, so he'll do alright sitting there where he is. It's good points at the end of the day. Obviously Bullard Jet isn't there, and as we speak, Clarkey is all over the back of Smalley, still can't get past. It's pretty much been like this since lap 1. Taylor's got past Kiki there. What happened to Kiki? Keke, sorry, has boxed. New wing, hard tyres, going to the end. Steve-O's had an issue there as well. His car was ghosted, so he might have just hit the wall. Clarkey's picked up a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to help him. Obviously, being behind Smalley has caused him a little bit of an issue there, but... MedTC's overtaken Chris, and Clarkey almost put his car in a wall. Chris's box, that's why. We'll go back to Clarkey. He's going to box. stopped before the line, it didn't take him over. He might lose a little bit of time there. It might be like half a second or a second there he might have lost. Chris probably wants to get out in front of that AlphaTauri Zero. In fact, Chris is out miles before that. He's back where Pelly is. Hopefully Pelly won't get in his way too much to go. No. So Chris has put the hard compound on. He'll be going to the end now for the next 23 laps. In comparison to where Rudy got to, he's 7th, and I mean, he's only 3.6. He's about 8 seconds behind Chris, so I mean, he's done very well to come back to where he was. There's a yellow flag. Someone, that's Harry. Sorry, that's Taylor. Is that in the pit? Yeah, it is in the pit. Taylor's DNF. There won't be a safety car. In fact, Macho's just pit as well, so he's going to come off of his mediums and go on to hards. We'll see where that puts him. We'll see if Chris can... I don't think Chris will jump him, but Smalley might here. Smalley's definitely past him. He's out the pit already, and Chris is still at the start of the straight, so it was about 2.4, I believe, when he boxed the lap before. It's alright, Parrot. In fact, yeah, it's okay. There's a few DNF. Chris has come 2.8 out behind Macho, so he's not done too bad there actually. Oh, and I don't know if it sounded like he hit the wall there with the back wheel, but JNTEX and Adam taking over JNTEX there as he come out the pit. Adam hasn't boxed yet, JNTEX has. Jay's obviously, his tyres aren't going to be as warm as Adam's, but that was a good move there from Adam. They left each other a nice bit of space going up that straight, so it's nice to actually see an overtake here. Obviously Adam will now annoy JNTEX. He was on the back of Zero, so when these guys do pit off their hards, yeah, tyres overheat on this game, and it's very, very hard to get them back. Clarky on a medium. He might be going to the end. I mean, Bullard Jet's AI Ghost is still on 16 lap mediums, so they might be able to do 23 depending. In fact, Adam, when he does box, he probably will come out in front of Keke. Tusi, sorry, and he'll have a top 10 here. Obviously, Bullard Jet isn't in his car, so Macho's only he's not even 2.5, he's about 2.5 seconds behind Smalley. There's a big gap to Med. It just depends when I mean, Med's running at the same sector times as he was whenever he's hitting the fastest lap. He's only half a tenth off and he's on lap 18, so a bit of insane pace really from these guys. Chris is caught up. That probably was the tyre warm-up from Macho. JNTEX is still close to Adam. We'll go to that because that's the closest battle at the moment on track. Adam obviously hasn't boxed yet, but he's got a 20-second gap to Rudy in 6th now. Zero's 4 seconds up the road. He's gonna, is he gonna try and make a move? No, he had to brake because of the rear end going round. He just needs a slightly better run going up the hill, and I think he's got it this time. In fact, he's just lost a little bit of traction coming out of that. He's having to sit behind Adam. He wanted to move there, but he couldn't. Macho's catching Smalley at some ridiculous rate of knots here. I think there'll be a move made here, probably up that straight. Oh, someone's DNF. Oh no, it's Chris, no. Oh. Coming out of the swimming pool, it's thrown him into the right. I don't know, he wouldn't have had contact because the other car there, but that's a shame. Chris pretty much, I mean, he had a podium here. That's a real shame. There's a yellow flag over the whole track. VSC maybe. I mean, these guys have slowed down a hell of a lot. It doesn't say anything on their thing. And it doesn't say anything on mine. There's obviously not anything going on. JNTEX has moved up into 8th now. Adam's in 7th. In fact, Adam Boxes is probably smart under whatever's going on this track with the yellow. If it is a VSC, he's a very smart boy. He ain't going to lose much time at all. He didn't need a wing. Impressive, Adam. Put 19 laps without needing a new wing round Monaco. It's a great effort. DRS is enabled and we are back racing. Macho is very, very close to Smalley. Oh no, wow. 25 mile an hour and his wheel explodes. That's just unlucky, man. You were having such a great race as well. Very unfortunate. Macho, if he wants to make a move, he's going to actually send it up the inside, and he almost lost traction there. In fact, he did. He flicked the back of Smalley, but Clarkie's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. He's got a big enough gap behind him. Rudy's boxed for medium, and he came out in front of Jay. That's a great recovery. That is a brilliant recovery. Oh, the audio, yeah, mate. I couldn't hear for 18 laps around here. All I could hear was Mark telling me my hard tyres were going off, and I had no engine noise. But it's probably as hard when you can't hear the revs going in and coming out of corners. I know I was sideways most of Monday when I rejoined, but yeah, they need to try and sort that out. Kiki's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. We'll go to these just to have a quick look. Only 3 for him. Clarkie's on 6. I mean, Rudy's having a great race. The pace he showed to get back up there is brilliant, especially on those hards. And to rebox onto a medium and still being 6th there. I mean, he's going to catch Clarkie. Zayro hasn't even boxed, so it's 20 or 30 seconds. Zayro probably will come out in front of Rudy. In fact, no, he won't. Smalley and Med TC will, I think. But I think Rudy might actually push Zayro here. Let's see what everyone's tyres are. Rudy, yeah, look, fresh mediums. I mean, he's going to catch Clarkie as well at some point. Rudy's flying, I told you, 1:11.9. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:11.9. Look, I mean, everyone else is back on 1:13s. There's a 1:12.7 from Clarkie, but he's on that medium. But, I mean, he's flying at 8 tenths quicker than the next guy in front of him. And even he's going a 1.5 seconds quicker than the front guys. So, another 16 laps of this. Yeah, the tyres will start dropping off, but it's going to be a hell of a finish to see where these guys end up. We will go back to the time so people can actually see. Well, Smalley's just boxed off of his hard compound. He must have put the medium on. Yeah, he did. Fresh mediums. We'll see where he comes out. He's behind Zayro. He's behind Clarkie. So he was running in second, Smalley, and he's come out behind Clarkie, so Clarkie did box. He may box again, we're not sure yet. He'll be the highest person on those mediums. Apart from Telly at the back, he's done 10 laps at the moment. I'll go to the other one because then it'll show us where they actually are. See, Clarkie is still right behind Zayro. 22 laps on hard. We will wonder when these guys box. They might flick on a soft. I mean, Med TC pretty much has
pretty much has at least first or second sewn up there. He's got 33 and a half second gap back to third place. Yeah, 34 seconds. Macho is going to the end on those hards. Zero's pit. No, yes, Zero pit, so Clarkie's going to carry on. Smalley's got past. Rudy's going to get past Zero here. Jntex was the guy who was all over the back of Zero. We'll see if he gets jumped by him. No, I think Zero comes out in front here. Just. It's going to be very close. Jay will want to make that move if he can. I think he's too far behind. He's going to be stuck behind him again, probably for the next 15 laps. I don't know if Zero will get a bit more out of his medium tyre than Jay, but I mean, pretty much. Oh, and Jay's almost lost it there. He doesn't need to do anything silly here. I mean, he's got a 20-second gap back to Adam, who's just slipped on a medium. Top 7 in this league from Jntex. That's a great effort as well. In fact, Zero's almost gone round, so Jay might have it. Oh, MedTC's boxed. He's coming out. Macho did get him, but not by as much as I thought. Med's got a 1.4 second gap he's got to try and close off. He is on that fresh tyre as well. He's only got 15 laps to do on the mediums. Macho's would take him to 23 laps if he stays on his hard. Clarkie got past Smalley in that exchange of tyres as well. Smalley did box an extra 7 laps later though, so only to be 1.5 seconds behind isn't bad. I thought he was holding up Clarkie, but maybe they were just on pretty much each other's pace. I do feel for you, Chris, though, because you're having a great race. Keep looking down at comments, but it's just very, very unlucky. I think Rob had it last season at some track where he drove into a wall at like 10, 20 mile an hour and his wheel just fell off, and it's like, I can go into Baku at turn 1 at 216 mile an hour and hit my wing dead on and still have both my front tyres left, but you go in at 20, mate, that's it. MedTC took a second out of Macho on his warm-up lap, so he is flying. He needs to get past as soon as he can. It won't be easy. Macho's not going to make this easy at all. Smalley's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. I think Clarkie has 6. Yeah, he does. So that gives Clarkie a little bit of breathing room, but his tyres are going to go off 7 laps earlier. I mean, Clarkie might even rebox here. To possibly go on to a soft. He might try and go to the end. I mean, 23, that's a big stint on mediums. Oh! Macho's just been given a 5-second penalty. I saw that late, but it looked like that those two were very close at the swimming pool and wanted to just dive over. I don't know if MedTC tried to make a move because of that tyre, but he has gained half a second within half a sector, so if he's going to make a move, he's going to try and make it as soon as possible. He ain't going to be close enough here though. Macho's exit out of that corner was brilliant. I'll go back to this, I can't actually see. Smalley's just clipped the back of Clarkie there. Oh, Clarkie's boxed. He has... Yes, he has boxed. Swaps around weird. We'll see what tyre he puts on. Are they bringing a wing out? I think they are. Clarkie had wing damage, so he's going to lose an extra 5 seconds here. That's not going to help him. Zero will get through here, and he's on that fresh medium. Clarkie might... Oh, he might come out behind Jntex here as well, actually. Yes, he will. I wonder because they're teammates, Jay might let him pass him if he's on the soft at some point when he gets close enough. Unless... I'm pretty sure these are teammates. Neither one of these was a reserve, I believe. Clarkie will be looking for a fastest lap here as well. Rudy is now up to 4th. He's having a great race.
Absolutely brilliant. I know he's 6 seconds behind Smalley, but for what he's done, I mean, he's boxed twice already. He did a big stint on the hards and was catching the back of people, overtaking people, and he's doing very, very well. In fact, Clarkey has got past Jantex there. Probably was a bit of there you go, get past, try and catch up to Zero. He's only got 5.5 seconds. He's just taken 3 tenths out of that anyway. Jantex is already out of DRS, so he won't be close enough to stick with him. Clarkey's just flicked the wall and he's round, and now he's in the wall and he's got a no wing. I thought his tyre come off, and if Chris's tyre come off at 20 mile an hour, we've just seen Clarkey hit the wall at about 80 and his wing flies off, but that is the game's physics and there's nothing that anyone can do about it. And on that note, I think Adam might get past here as well. Adam might get past Clarkey. He's got sets of soft tyres. I think he sped the pit lane the first time. No, he didn't actually. That was just a long pit stop for the win, wasn't it? So Adam's got through. He's now 7th. Jantex 6th. Jantex is losing a lot of time. MedTC and Macho, that was going into the last corner. I don't know if there was contact. MedTC looked like he slammed in behind Macho just to give him the room. We'll keep on with this now. I think we've missed 2 little moves that could have been done. But with 10 laps left, 11 including this one, there's a yellow flag sector 3. That is someone. And something happened and we didn't get to see it. I'll stick on the B. MedTC is all over the back of Macho here. I mean, Macho does have that time penalty, but like we saw last week with Jensen and Steve-O, the car behind can make that person in front make some mistakes. Macho sitting in front of Med, I mean, may force him into a mistake, may get a penalty. If he does, then it's pretty much these two to the end. Rudy is catching Smalley very slowly. In fact, he's just picked up a 3-second time penalty, which I don't think is going to help because... Oh, and he's hit the wall twice. He's just ping-ponged over the wall. Tyres were very cut. Oh, and he's jumped over the curb and couldn't turn, so he's out. He is out. Jay in Texas. There must be a Delta because he stopped. Yeah, tyre warm up on here. Maybe the softs aren't the greatest, but you would think they'd warm up quicker than any other tyre. Pelly's still in this race. He might be a minute behind and a lap, but he's still going, and good on him. It's not easy to get round here. As you can see, 6, 7 drivers are already out, so Rudy's out as well, so that's 8 actually, I think. 2, 4, 6, that'll be 8 drivers out, yep. So top 10 for everyone if they all finish, which is very good points for everyone. Adam's now up into 6th. I mean, he's still, no, Bullard Jet isn't there. The only one he needs to worry about is Clarkey on that soft compound. Clarkey has a 6-second time penalty, and he doesn't have to get past Bullard Jet. That's the issue Adam might come into here. But Adam is horrible to pass. He's not going to make it easy. He isn't on medium 10 laps old. I mean, he can do it. Jantex has lost a little bit of time there to Zero. I thought he would on that harder tyre, but he's doing all right for a top 5 here. MedTC and Macho. Since Chris DNF'd actually, MedTC and Macho have... see, Clarkey didn't have to do anything there with Bullard Jack because he's ghosted. Since Chris left, these two have pretty much just driven away, but MedTC is being frustrated here, I think, and he's just flicked a wall. So this is what I mean. You can come into maybe some sort of issue following a car. He obviously hasn't got the well, everyone's wings should be roughly 50-50 here. I'd be surprised if anyone went under 45, 42. but even though we can see that, expecting the safety car around Monaco doesn't enjoy coming out. It didn't really on the last game, and it doesn't enjoy coming out around here either. I think we've had 4 people brought out yellow flags, sectors 1, 2 and 3, and nothing, no safety car. Smalley's just flicked the wall there, but I think he's okay. He's got a 21-second gap back to 0. That gap's not exactly coming down too much. Clarkey did get past Adam there, and Adam's already 3.2 seconds behind, so I think Adam's done something which I think is smart there. I think he may have just potentially let him him pass, but not made it very easy. But he's racing his own race, and like I said, 7th for him would be absolutely brilliant round here. Keke's not going to catch up, a minute behind, 55 seconds. Med's not making a move down to there. Eventually as well, these medium tyres will start dropping off, but evening Jensen. Med TC to win. I should think so. I mean, if Macho didn't have that penalty, with how they have been, I would say, oh, contact. Med TC just flicked the back of Macho there, but he also let off to give him the time back. It's a fair play to Med. I mean, some people may have just accelerated through that, but he's done very good there. They won't have lost much time to Smalley either. It's very fair from these guys. But yeah, if Macho didn't have that penalty, I could have seen this being his, just because he's making it extremely hard to get past. I mean, Bullard, he's not in his car. There's no one really within any more time with each other. With 7 laps, well, 6 1/4 laps to go. I wonder if Clarkey, oh, it might be a move in. No, see, Macho just slightly moved over before the braking zone there, and Med TC had to kind of back out about going up the inside. It's a hard move to make that as well. Oh, something's happened. Clarkey's boxed again, and he's needing a wing, so that's moved Adam back up to 6th here. And he'll have quite a big buffer now, I would think, back to Clarkey. It's got to be at least 25 seconds, 23 seconds back to him, so... TC look to go up the inside. Is he gonna try and go around the outside in turn 4? They're side by side. They're still side by side, wheel to wheel. This is brilliant. I think Med TC is going to come out in front here though, just because he's got the inside line into that hairpin. Macho just did not have the traction in them tyres to kind of pull round. That is so tight, but what a great overtake there. Keke's on a 1:11.8 on that fresh, soft tyre, just to take fastest lap. Where are we on lap time anyway? Clarkey's now stopped 4 times and he's still 8th. It's a great effort. You can see those 7 at the front, minus Bullard Jacky's not there. Those 6 at the front, they've only stopped once. That's a great race from half of them actually. Where are we here? Fastest lap, yeah, you can see he's over, well, he's the second fastest than Clarkey. I don't think anyone, unless they pit, will try and go for fastest lap. Thing is, Smalley's caught up with Macho now as well. Macho's lost a little bit of time to Med. Med will now fly on through. I can't really see anyone else catching people here. Zero's just casually going through as he is. He's got a big gap in front of him, but it's a pretty solid drive from him. He's moved up 5. Clarkey's just DNF. Is that on track? It was somewhere. His thing ain't on this anyway. Pelly, he's still in his car. He will move up to 9. Half the drivers have gone now. Well, 11.
I'd stick with this, but it's just Med-TC pulling away. I mean, Macho's just flipped the wall there. If it has caused any damage, we'll have a look with the other camera. There's no wing miss, there's no end plate missing there. Med-TC's now pulled out 2 seconds as well. JNTEX is losing little bits of time. Adam's keeping up when he can there. He's, like I said, he's got a massive gap behind him. I mean, Adam could always go for fastest lap here if he wanted to. Bullard Jack's place behind him, it won't matter because he's not there, but he's got 46-second gap back to Keke. And if Adam did want to try for a fastest lap, he could here. I mean, Zero and him, Zero would lose a place. Smalley can do it if he wants as well, possibly 25 seconds. I mean, is that from the leader though? No, it's interval. Zero and Adam could go for fastest lap here if they wanted to. We will see though, there's three and a half laps left. I don't think Adam has actually been lapped. He will be lapped if he boxes though. So if he wants to go for it, it would have to be this or next lap. Get rid of that, we'll keep it on this for now. Did anyone else want to see anything? Adam didn't box anyway, he's not bothered about fastest lap. I don't know if he could get it. I mean, Keke's a fast driver. Like I said, Zero, Smalley's the only other person who could do it if he wanted to. Zero would be overtaken by JNTEX, so... And Adam's possibly flipped the wall here. Oh no, he's ghosted because of the blue flag. He was letting... Oh, and he's just flipped the back end onto the wall. Just relax, Adam. You've got 44-second gap behind you. 2.5 laps to go. I mean, I don't really know where to go for drive. JNTEX should go for fastest lap. If he goes for fastest lap, he is. He's dived in the pit. He has got a big enough gap back to Adam. I didn't see that. I didn't think he did, but it's 24 seconds, you're right. And he hasn't been lapped, so he's got a good, he can warm up his tyres, and then he's got 2 laps to try and get it. I don't think anyone else really would have boxed. I think they just want to get round, but yeah, JNTEX is going to go for fastest lap. It'd be interesting to see the pace difference. I know it was about 3 laps ago, but he's aiming for a... He must have heard you. Yeah, he must have heard you. He needs to knock 2.8 seconds off of his lap to get fastest lap. It's not an easy task. Keke's pit and has been lapped, so I believe that possibly is their last lap. Pelly's gone in the box as well. They've both put on softs, maybe to go for fastest lap, but Pelly's already been lapped, so I think this will be his last. We'll go back to Med though. Macho's down 8 seconds now. Smalley's... I think Smalley's caught up massively there on Macho. I think he'll just be happy. They're on their last lap anyway, just to finish this off. Med-TC is probably going to... If he does anything silly now, it's unlucky, but he's got an 8.6 second gap where he can just cruise to the win here. Smalley's done well to bring it back in the third if he can finish this last lap. JNTEX is on a fast lap. We'll stick to him as soon as these others have crossed the line. Like Jet and Adam doesn't matter because he's ghosted and not there. That isn't JNTEX either, it's Keke. Is he right behind Adam? No, he's lapped. No, that's Macho. There's just a few ghosted cars in front of Med, but I think he'll be fine. Smalley is actually taking a lot of time. He's just taking a second out that last sector. He won't have enough time. Macho's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. That might change things. He's got 11 seconds. There's an 8-second gap and only 6 back to Smalley. So in fact, Macho's going to drop a place here. He's going to drop a place. Med TC has cruised over to victory. Made a hell of a gap since he overtook Macho. Macho's going to lose the place though. Macho got a 5-second unserved penalty as well. That'll keep him in the third. I don't know if it'll bump, if he'll get it removed or possibly one. I'm not really sure. We'll let them focus on that after. But Med TC's won this. Smalley's come back in second. Macho's finished third. We'll wait for the rest to finish. Driver of the day is not going to be easy because I had someone in mind and then they went in DNF. So there are a few here though. I mean, there are a few here. Zero comes home in 4th. Adam will be 6th. Keke will be 7th, I believe. Pelly will be 8th. The only one not to finish at the moment is Jay. He'll come home in 5th. A great drive from him as well. Some of these guys from OTL and that they come into HOR probably for a test really, I'd call it, to see where they're at. And I mean, I bet you are, Adam. That was a great drive from you. Absolutely brilliant. Didn't even need a wing on your pit stop. Bullard Jack gets driver of the day from the game, which can't be given. So I guess that kind of ruins that. It's down to me to give a driver of the day to someone. Yeah, well done, Jay. You did well. You and Adam did very well. That's what I was saying. People from OTL, they come in here and they end up, what 5th and Adam's 6th. Med TC won here. Smalley was 2nd. Macho 3rd. Zero 4th. J&Tex 5th. Adam 6th. Keke 7th. And Pelly 8th. Everyone else wasn't there. Fastest lap was Keke 1:11.8. I will add Med, Macho and Smalley to see if they will have a word on how their races went. Stopped twice as well. Why do people have to make it hard for me to think of things? Right, let me try and add some people to this chat first. Med, Smalley and Macho. Add, played. It was a great race though, I think. I know it's very hard to race, as it were, around here, but with what we saw, I think that was pretty decent. I can't find anyone. There's Smalley. There's Mid TC. And I'm going to have to get one of them to send an invite, if one of them joins anyway, for Macho, because I can't seem to see him. While we wait, I'll just give him a couple of minutes to see. Oh, one's joined. Smalley's joined. Smalley was 2nd. We'll see if do you have Macho as a friend at all?
No, I don't. I don't have Macho as a friend.
Okay, I will have a look quickly. Yeah, neither do I. Med TC won, so I guess, well, 2nd I mean, you were kind of on your own for most of that race, weren't you? You had a decent battle with, was it Chris at one point?
No, I didn't see Chris like the whole race. It was I had Clarky on my rear for the
Clarky, that was it.
first.
Pretty much the whole race, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was on my ass the whole race. He just couldn't get past. I kept on getting good exits, and yeah, just kept on getting ahead of him, which was good for me. And then he pitted early, which threw me off a bit. I was like, why is he pitted early? But he probably had damage. And then,
Yeah, he did have damage the first time he boxed.
yeah, and then when Macho pitted and was on my rear again, I was kind of just gonna just hold him up, trying to help Chris, but then he crashed, so it
Yeah,
was
he was
kind of
doing.
pointless. But I still wanted him behind me just because why not? I would rather have a clear track in front of me than let a guy go through and then have some battles with him. But yeah, and then at the end, saw Macho who's got front wing damage, as my radio was telling me. So I was just pushing as hard as I can. I could have got the 5 second gap, but I didn't like push in the last sector because I saw him got the other penalty. So yeah, very happy with second from where I was on the grid. Didn't feel like my pace was winning potential, but P2 is probably as best as what I could have done.
Yeah, it was a pretty. Oh, it was a good drive from you anyway. I mean, like you said, you stayed out of trouble. You just drove the way you do, and you managed to bring it home in second. You only had 1 3-second time penalty. I think Macho ended up with 11 before he crossed the line, so you already had that spot covered by 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So even though he
It,
got another 5, I think you've still got it covered.
yeah, it wasn't looking good for me the first couple laps because I had 2 warnings after the first 2 laps, and it took me a while to get the next warning, but I did make the mistake and get one. And then at the end, because I had loads of warnings to spare, I was just seeing how much I can cut to gain an advantage. But then, yeah, last sector I had 1 warning left until I got the next penalty. But then, yeah, I was just basically trying not to cut any corners.
Well, at one stage, I think you were about 12 seconds behind the front two, and
Yeah, I was a whole
match.
pit stop behind Macho
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I came in. I was a whole pit stop behind him, and I didn't know if they were fighting much in front, so
Well,
I was just
Med was in front on his no. Macho was in front on his hards. Med just couldn't get past on his mediums at all. Couldn't get past at
yeah,
all.
yeah. At my point, I was probably just focusing trying to keep the gap with Clarkey. Then I think he got front wing damage and pitted again,
Yes, he did.
and then
Yeah.
it was keeping the gap to Rudy until he got his penalty and he crashed out. So
Oh,
a
he
bit
was
of
absolutely flying. He was
yeah.
absolutely flying. He boxed 3 times and he was still up with you guys. And I thought, there's my driver of the day. And then he put it in a wall. So
I'd say this is lucky for my podium because really, if people stayed in it, it could have been P4, probably at best, because I was nowhere near pace worthy with the top three.
yeah, no, but I mean, like you said, you kept it out of the wall. You just raced your own race and you ended up in second. So congratulations to you for getting that in the end.
Yeah, it's solid points after disappointing last week, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. Yeah, and obviously Steve, who was winning the championship, he didn't finish today, so he'll move down. I think there was 12 people who DNF'd in the end, so you'll get some good points, and you'll be right up there again with the others at the front.
I might go first in the championship. I think I was only
Possibly.
if you're forgetting reserves, I was fifth in the standings and 38 points. I think is it 30? No, it's not 38 points. I don't know what the point system
I'm not
is.
sure how the point system works, but you
Oh, it
probably
is.
will be right up there. And I mean, you showed good pace last year as well to pretty much stick on to the back of the front 4 guys.
I got it's 25 points, so I go joint with Stephen
There you go.
unless I get driver of the day or something. Go on, you know you
um,
want to do it. Give me the point ahead.
I can't.
there's two other people who I'm split between, and I think I kind of have to give them a point each. It was Jay Entex and Adam. I mean, they finished 5th and 6th in this league,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, it is quicker than OTL, and those guys come in from that league, and they like I said, they do very well. They kept it out of the wall, and Jay
That's all you need
Entex
to
was
do in
racing.
Monaco.
He was racing Zero half the time, and I remember Zero from last year was up with the front 5 guys. So they both definitely can have a point each from Comms Box anyway. But again,
Yeah.
congratulations to you for getting second in the end,
Thank you
and
very much.
I hope to see you back with Chris. I know you're roughly around his pace anyway, or you're both pretty much similar pace. It's going to be good to see the rest of the season with you too.
Well, he's given me quite a big head start as he's got
Yeah, it's
not
just a
many
bit.
points last week.
He'll come back though. I'm sure he'll come back. But on that note, I will say goodbye to the stream, and I believe Chris will be here tomorrow. We are doing realistic, OTL realistic, and P0 on Sunday. See you later, guys.